Theism is the belief of an existence of a God whom is our creator of this universe, while atheism is the disbelief of any form of God or gods that exist. Two philosophers who showed these traits well are Martin Luther King Jr. in his letter from Birmingham prison showing theism, and Friedrich Nietzsche's Beyond Good and Evil, which shows us atheism. Though, what makes these articles by the philosophers of Letter of Birmingham Prison and Beyond Good and Evil different in their views as to deism and atheism? How does one know if this actually involves these two fields? This can be achieved by analyzing the articles, comparing and contrasting the two, and looking over their philosophical implications. First is analyzing the articles that were written by Martin Luther King Jr. and Friedrich Nietzsche. In Martin Luther King Jr.'s letter from Birmingham Prison, he states that black individuals are still not given their God-given rights and how their creations are the same, for they are created by God. He continues with this same logic throughout his letter, referring to Thomas Jefferson's "All men are created equal" and the Declaration of Independence, and multiple accounts toward religion as his foundation, while he mentions his main goal as to destroy segregation and the racial hatred toward everyone, both black and white individuals. As for Nietzsche's Beyond Good and Evil, he mentions how there is good people who do bad things and how there is still bad even though good things still happen. In his article, he talks about this and later mentions, for if there was a higher being like God, there wouldn't be any bad but just good generally throughout the world. Nietzsche also mentions how people use religion into keeping order in society, like how morals are created. Next are the two articles' comparisons of their viewpoints. Though Nietzsche and Martin Luther King Jr. have different views in their faiths, one being Christian, the other an atheist, they also have some comparisons as well. As for Nietzsche's believes morality as subjective, he also believes that morality is created by the people who are empowered toward people who are lower than them. While King believes there is morality and we are misusing it. It shows that the whites feel empowered, so they act like they can create moralities to control others, though this isn't the case. As King mentions, only God can do so by creating moralities. Nietzsche and King also differ in another way. While Nietzsche wants not just society to change, but the whole world to change, to actually better itself, to build a better being. King, on the other hand, wants to be better, to better our society, because he refers to how other countries had moved forward. So Nietzsche is looking toward the big picture, Martin Luther King is not, and only seeing part of it. Lastly is this philosophical implications of these articles. When Martin Luther King Jr. mentions just laws and how they're morally correct compared to man's laws, unjust laws are unmoral laws made by man that is unfair to the community as a whole. As in just laws think of the whole, and everybody is treated as an equal. As for Nietzsche's, morality is created by the people higher in power to keep an order. Nietzsche states the human being with a selfish virtue. Though these two philosophers may have somewhat of a common ground toward each other, their large difference is the belief of a higher being like a God. Though they believe in a world or country that could have peace, it's perceived in a different way. Martin Luther King Jr., the theist, believes God can help throughout time and help people conquer their God-given gift. But Friedrich Nietzsche, the atheist, believes that God has no part in anything and believes that the only way to rid of these binds on people is to rid that disempowerment that others put on people they see as lower than them.